Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this a very, very short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Well, here comes the Bears offense led out by their new man in charge here in 2020. Of course, a former Super Bowl MVP in Nick Foles.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now Foles. And incomplete to open things up. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
2-yard line.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
49-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Bears 3. Buccaneers.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He was brought down by Levante David. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Foles. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or 2 as he's tackled just shy of the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Foles pass.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Foles. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
For the Bears.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 53 yards. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Buccaneers 14, Bears 3.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
2 yards.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Now a hit and falls, loses the football. It's out. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Stay with your man. 45.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
David Montgomery.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
At the 44-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
The Bucs take over 1st down.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun now for Brady. Going up top for Miller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Suck up for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.